Well, let's go back to our corruption interview, discussing how corruption really affects all parts of South African society and is the reality that many South Africans experience every single day. Anti-Corruption Day was recently observed, and the Special Investigating Unit said it took a whole nation to fight it. So let's talk now to a spokesperson for the SIU, Kaizer Kganyago. Kaizer, I'm glad to have you back. Hopefully all the ice is removed, you're unfrozen for us. But we were talking about the SIU being the guardians of the public purse and needing the whole society to really fight and be part of your anti-corruption strategy, and you were just sharing with us how it's working.
Thank you very much again, Iman. It is working very well as far as we are concerned. We take it from the United Nations Convention Against Corruption. I think it's chapter 2, article 13, where they talk about individuals who must assist public service to achieve the fight against corruption. And all of that is put into our national anti-corruption strategy. We then took it down as a SIU, where we are now dealing with the issue of having forums that we are using to then fight corruption, because we've got health sector anti-corruption forum, we have got the infrastructure built anti-corruption forum, and we've got all the other forums that we are going to create, and that is working for us.
All right, so the South African public, you know, who have seen the public purse raided and that money simply disappear, relies on the SIU to take these matters, you know, into court and to recoup that money. What can you tell us in terms of progress on that?
We can say clearly that we are having a lot of progress. As we speak now, Iman, we're able to set aside or stop about 20 billion rand worth of money that was put aside, that was taken unlawfully. We protected it even before it was paid. And we were able to then take to the special tribunal and other courts about 19 point something billion rand. And then we have recovered 4.5 so far. The processes in the courts are happening, and that is a sign that there is movement. But we are saying the public can help us, because the impact of corruption is felt by the public, and the public must know that this money belongs to them. It is not just government money.
I'm going to come back to the practical ways the public can get involved. We must talk about whistleblowers, but to the point you just raised now, you heard Public Enterprises Minister Pravin Gordhan say in Parliament the other day that law enforcement hadn't done sufficient work to tackle ongoing corruption in state-owned entities, failed to make significant strides in prosecuting those responsible. How does the SIU respond to that?
As far as we are concerned, we have got a mandate, and the mandate is very clear that we must recover the money and take it back to the purse. Basically, not necessarily the purse, but take it back to the institutions that were involved. And we are doing exactly that, and we make sure that we do it without fear or favor. Because at the end of it all, it doesn't matter who is the person that is involved in this. We take this money, take it back, and results are there for everybody to see. We are doing what we're supposed to do. We cannot speak on behalf of the others, but we are saying that we are working with the others to make sure that we achieve the goals that we're supposed to achieve. I know that every time we speak about this, then the next question becomes, where are the people in orange overalls? Yes, we want the people to be in orange overalls, but that is not the mandate that we are given. We refer that to the National Prosecuting Authority and the Hawks.
So you would say to the minister that insofar as the SIU is concerned, he's wrong?
I don't want to talk about whether a person is wrong or right, but the fact of the matter is there is proof that we are doing what we're supposed to do, and it's up to anybody to interpret it the way that they do.
So the minister was quoted in the Sunday Times talking about state capture 2, that malfeasance had become a lot more organized. There are these various cliques and syndicates which would in time be uncovered. Have you seen or heard anything to confirm this?
No, definitely. It is becoming very complicated now. And that is why you can see that, like last week, we were able to even enter into a MOU with Interpol, because now it is even moving from South Africa to other countries. Therefore, Interpol is going to give us access to their information, and we are going to try and fight it, because it is getting more complicated. We are getting help where help can be found, and we want to deal with it up to the core, because at the end, if the whole society approach is done and all the people are with us, you will know that the majority of the people plus us will defeat the few people that are taking money from our government.
Well, Kaizer, we can't talk about working against corruption without talking about whistleblowers. We know from the State Capture Commission that government should provide financial rewards, legal assistance, even a legal fund for whistleblowers who report corruption. In order to gain this public trust and public buy-in that you're talking about, what assurance can you give them with regard to this, given that whistleblowers have actually been killed in the past?
No, definitely, that is a very serious problem, not only for the SIU, but also for government. And for the SIU, it is important because majority of our cases, if not all of them, are as a result of whistleblowers. Therefore, it is important that the whistleblowers are protected at all times, and we are working together with other entities that are developing or restructuring the legislation that is governing the whistleblowers. And all of the things that we've just mentioned are being considered to make sure that at least people's lives are not destroyed. And we, from our side, we have given an undertaking that everybody who gives us information, we will protect their names. People will never know that they have given us that information, and that way they will never be under threat. But when they are under threat, we will then talk to the NPA and make sure that they are in the witness protection program.
Well, it's up to the public to decide, right, if what you've provided is enough safe haven for them to do something about what they're seeing in their environment. Time will tell. Thank you for talking to us tonight, Kaizer. Kaizer Kganyago is the spokesperson for the SIU.